He was only 17 years old, a teenager, but to the authorities hunting him that night, he was treated like a dangerous enemy. Searchlights swept across the darkness. Gunfire exploded into the air, and by morning, one young Black Panther member would be dead. His name was Jonathan Jackson, and his story became one of the most controversial moments of America's Revolutionary era. The late 1960s and early 1970s were filled with anger, protest, and political unrest across America. The Black Panther Party had become one of the most powerful and controversial black activist organizations in the country. Many supporters saw the Panthers as defenders of black communities against racism and police brutality. But to others, they were viewed as a growing threat, and young people across America were being pulled into the conflict, including 17-year-old Jonathan Jackson. On August 7, 1970, Jonathan Jackson entered a courthouse in Marin County, California. What happened next shocked the nation. Armed with weapons, Jackson took hostages during an attempt connected to the imprisonment of several black inmates known as the Soldered Brothers. Panic spread quickly. Police surrounded the courthouse, and as vehicles attempted to leave the scene, officers opened fire. Searchlights lit up the chaos. Bullets tore through the darkness, and within moments, Jonathan Jackson was dead. To some Americans, Jonathan Jackson became a symbol of dangerous radicalism. To others, he represented desperation born from injustice, racism, and political anger during one of the most explosive periods in modern American history. The incident intensified national debates about race, policing, revolution, and resistance, and it left behind painful questions that still echo decades later. How far will people go when they believe the system has failed them? And what happens when fear and violence consume both sides? Jonathan Jackson was only 17 years old when his life ended beneath flashing lights and gunfire. But his story became part of a much larger chapter in American history, one filled with anger, fear, resistance, and division. Today, the events surrounding that night remain deeply controversial, but they also remind us how quickly a nation in turmoil can push young lives into history forever. Do you think moments of political unrest push people toward change or deeper division? Comment below and subscribe for more untold history stories the world should never forget.